Iraq beats a big nail in the coffin of Chapter 7. March 9, 2019. Baghdad Trend Press, Special. There is an Iraqi obligation to pay compensation to Kuwait amounting to $43 billion, which is deducted from the amounts sold to oil, and this commitment in implementation of Article 7 of the Charter of the United Nations, and has been going on since 2003 until now. Surprisingly, Kuwait has pursued a policy of de facto imposition of geographical changes in the maritime borders between the two countries after the 162nd mark in Khor Abdullah by consolidating a shallow area, Fasht al-Aj, and unilaterally establishing a port facility on it without the knowledge and consent of Iraq. According to Foreign Ministry spokesman Ahmed al-Sahaf in an interview with the Direction Press, that it has no legal basis in the joint plan to organize maritime navigation in Khor Abdullah. Kuwait is a double-standard country. In 2012, King Jaber al-Sabah attended the Conference of Arab Foreign Ministers in Baghdad, in a goodwill initiative with Iraq, political analyst Diat Karim told Al-Iraj Press. Officials in the province of Basra and the Prime Minister know very well that Iraqi oil is stolen by Kuwait from the commonwealths in a tilted manner, in addition to Kuwait to some tribal sheiks to buy tomato farms, and sabotage other farms with the help of elders from Basra to hit the Iraqi economy, stressing that the Security Council he should abolish the penalty for paying compensation to Kuwait, which makes Article 7 of the UN Charter at the end. Kuwait's theft of Iraqi oil raises real fears of a major political crisis between Iraq and Kuwait, and the reason, as evidenced by the information presented by more than one Iraqi oil expert, some of which revealed a government document indicating that Iraq and Kuwait signed a memorandum of understanding on the exploitation of joint oil fields between the two sides. The document showed that the scope of the memorandum of understanding includes the development and optimal exploitation of the fields on both sides of the international border between the two countries, and are represented in the fields of Raqqa and Abdali in the north of Kuwait, and the fields of Rumaila and Safwan in southern Iraq. The document noted that an international consultancy office would be agreed to prepare a study that would include the common field development mechanism. The two countries began negotiations on the sharing of border oil fields more than 7 years ago. But oil experts felt that this file is fraught with a lot of technical, security and political complications, making it difficult to implement, as things have remained pending since that date. Ibrahim Al-Qusam, an oil expert in Kuwait, said that the common area between the two countries hosts the largest oil reserves in the region, but its geographical location makes it more like powder kegs capable of igniting political conflicts in the volatile region. There are those who say that Iraq is following with concern Kuwait's individual exploitation of these common fields, an exploitation that comes at the expense of Iraq's share of its oil. There are 24 oil fields in common with the Islamic Republic of Iran, Kuwait and Syria, including 15 productive and unexploited fields, the most prominent of which are Safwan, Rumaila and Zubair with Kuwait, and Majnoon, Abu Gharb, Bazarkan, Faqqa and Naft Kana with Iran. Kuwait currently produces 2.9 million barrels per day, and seeks to increase to 4 million barrels per day by 2020. The Iraqi-Kuwaiti border is characterized by the absence of geographical terrain such as mountains, seas or rivers to demarcate and make it stable, as well as the existence of tremendous national wealth, which makes it vulnerable to differences and instability, as well as colonial policies that aspire to natural revolutions and obtain or retain the privileges of extracting the vast oil wealth.